I knew they'd done these. I mean, Andy Warhol had done Roy Lichtenstein, Frank Stella. So I knew what it was about, and they give you a car, you know, that's why you're doing it. They will give you the car and you can choose it, and I chose a car like this. I still have it. I have it in LA. It was their 850, and they don't make many. It's a quite rare kind of car. And I was aware of maybe 8 or 9 artists had done it before me. I did this in California, but I had painted a model beforehand, which we had there, would have had on the floor. Once you start on this, that's it, really. They're not going to repaint it again for you. You've to know what you're doing when you start on it. They gave you the paint because it is enamel. It's the same. It's the same paint they use on the car, and so the car, I think they rebake it or something, because if you now look at them, it looks a very polished, smooth surface. But it was painted with crude brushes. But I suppose artists would do it differently. I mean, I was just picking on brushes and painting on the side, and I suppose each artist would do it a bit of a different way, really. This represents the engine, as you can see, and tyres and lamps and seats and things. On the other hand, the car has rather beautiful lines, and I followed them, I think. They will also customise the car for you. They made a special seat for my dogs, that's what they did. So they could look out of the window. You know, dogs like to look out the window of cars. And I had 2 dogs at the time. You could choose the colour inside and the colour of the seat belts and stuff like that. Yes, it did have a thing that wouldn't spill. Because if you go long journeys, which I did sometimes out into the desert, dogs can't go too long without drinking something. So I had to think of that. It did have something, yes it did. All the idea I had, in a way. I mean, it didn't work that well because it took up all the front seats. So I had to, after all, I usually have a friend coming with me. So, and then the dogs went in the back. But so maybe it was only used twice as for. I owned a BMW anyway, the little convertible. I suppose most artists are interested in cars a little bit, and I still have the car. I mean. I've still got it. Zippy, very zippy. A V12, 2 6-cylinder engines. Well, there's enough cars to do an exhibition now, isn't there? Actually, I suppose so. And it would be better on a few floors rather than one, I could see that. And they need space, don't they? 3 on a floor sounds very good, I think. Well, in a car park as well, but I like the idea of the different floors, yeah.